getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it.
They'll run for the first time with Tariq Cohen. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Got an open man. It's Ratley. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
This is caught at the 8. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rush just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation. I like the idea to mix it up from time to time, because let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Flushed out right. This Minnesota D up to the task on the 3rd down pass play.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Coming right, this is Cook on the toss play. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Got an open man, finding Jefferson. Out across midfield, down to the 45. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. First down, here's the run with Cook. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
Back at the 49.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And will be intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. They'll take it near the 30-yard line. 3-0 after one on EA Sports.
Bears 3, Vikings nothing.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they're going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return. A scoop and score for the Vikings. They give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice you're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Made at the 25-yard line. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
He's tackled at the
first play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Now Myers for the extra point. Kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
After the pick six, they go right back to the air. Gets this to his running back, Torrey Cohen. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
15. And the Bears first down.
Darnell Mooney, the target there, but it'll be 2nd down.
He was brought down by Patrick Peterson. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at their 49-yard line.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Now a first down throw complete downfield. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
First down, Bears.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Jimmy Graham. His second touchdown on the season. And the Bears have cut it to within a score.
For the extra point.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Santos with the extra point, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game.
Santos set to kick
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Taken in the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The result's not great thus far. A punt on the first drive and an interception last time out.
Now, let's face it, every team wants to come out on the field and play with some confidence, play with some tempo, play with some rhythm. And when you're making those types of mistakes, you're not getting any of that put together.
So what do you say, time to get back to the basics for them?
In a lot of ways, yes, but the biggest one, of course, is finding people who will take care of the football and make a few plays. You got to have a drive now that calms down the entire team.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Blowing that play up, Roquan Smith as he gets the sack. Well, it was second and long, now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
This is brought in at the 21. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or they want to take the big strike and go after it right now.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
First down.
The gun running with Cohen. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 21.
First down, Chicago.
Back to throw. That is caught by Cohen. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He rifles one that's intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll bring up second down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. working with a 2nd and 3. To Jefferson on the sling. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. They'll drop the throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
5-yard line.
Buying time to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Again, he'll drop the throw. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook in the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
That's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook, but even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Set to kick off.
The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. Fields it in the middle of the end zone, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
He was brought down.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Here's 2nd and 8. And he fires one incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
On 3rd down, he'll drop the throw. That's complete to Mooney. And he will have the Bears' first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a 1st down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. They're going to look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Cohen. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
A 6-yard
Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
First down.
He'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 33 yards that time.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Only a yard that time. Second and goal.
Second and goal.
Quickly completed to the right flat. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears draw a bit closer. Now the Bears keeping the offense on the field and going for 2. They'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And they don't get it. They tried for the two-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive...
Double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Devontae Harris. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
At the 46-yard line.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back. It's trailing here in the second half. Last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Side and complete, and brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
First down, Chicago.
Shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Jarnell Mooney. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have retaken the lead. Now the Bears keeping the offense on the field and going for two. To throw again. They'll buy some time right. And no, it falls incomplete. So the two-point conversion, no good. And in the third quarter here, they were trying to push that to a three-point game. Instead, it'll stay at one.
And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for two too early. But in this case, I understand why. You know, if you kick an extra point, you're just up two. Yeah. Right? So field goal still puts the other team ahead. So you go for two here and protect the field goal lead. They didn't get it done, though.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one. From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
A third quarter now, a one-point game as they line up 2nd and 10. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Does a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
On 2nd down, it's Cohen, and he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
This is out quickly to the right, and he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Allen Robinson with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Santos now to add the PAT. And with that, the lead is up to 8.
Good. Makes the score Bears 29, Vikings 21. Cairo Santos set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep, and he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. Able to throw on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
On play action, they'll throw. Lets it fly for Thielen. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Rashard Robinson with a pick.
Intercepted by the Bears. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's going to lose yardage here. As they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter of play. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Now with shotgun handoff to Cohen. He gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll run for it with Tariq Cohen. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Tariq Cohen, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more.
Makes the score Bears 36, Vikings 21. Cairo Santos set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you're looking at your plays. Oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Flush to his right. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And now here's another interception. Rashawn Robinson with a pick. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
12 at the 40-yard line.
They'll set up a throw. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he completes it to Cole. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Give them 22 there on the third down conversion. So from the 36 now, first and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Flushed out right. And is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a second and goal.
At the 10-yard line.
Escaping the pressure right. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Harrison Smith. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. And I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
First down, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Khalil Mack, make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's second and 21. Contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
The Vikings on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be third and forever. They'll look to throw here. Comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Has been a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
Here's Brian Anger now, standing just outside his own goal line. So a change of possession here on the punt, and we have reached the 2-minute warning. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. They begin the drive on the ground with Cole. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game.
Yeah, we dominate today.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. On first down, they go right back to Cohen. Room here to run. Well, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the fourth quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Dancing to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on second and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Khalil Mack in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Third down.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for third down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. A couple of first downs on the drive already as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Johnson the intended target, and now it's second down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. He's going to let it fly. And that's incomplete. The clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Thielen, incomplete. Brings up third down and 10.
Now they face a third and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Incomplete. Results in a fourth down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Bears, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they'll have another road date next week with the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
She-Bag got me.
That boy on the beat, so we gotta go berserk.
Okay. Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and stuff when they in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe, one to keep your eyes open, keep you on your toes. You know the ones that want to keep you where you've been before. But I can't go, no I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check, not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step.
You know, I sat down with my accountant. He said, I got good news and I got bad news. Okay. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more. Okay. Look. Sometimes you need the faith. Sometimes you need to know your worth. Sometimes you need to wait. Shoot like the golden boy, but they from the Bay. You can't negotiate with Drake. You gon' have to pay. But wait. Jugging on the main stage. With the mainframe. Loosen up your face, baby. Sometimes I need a vacate, meditate, hydrate, protect my energy before engagement.
Grew up having nothing, you're labeled impatient. But once the boss made it, you're labeled amazing. Meticulous with words, such a force of nature. I don't wanna seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I wanna see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week. Cause I deserve that, it's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing up where your perm at. 6 figures every year, yeah, I earn that. At the front of this line is where my turn at.
Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a fool. Oh. Men gon' lie, women gon' lie. You looking for the truth and the numbers don't hide. Looking for the root of all evil, then you need to go open up the briefcase, see with your eyes. Everybody claim to be great at small times, but they never spend a day in the rain in the front line. No lie. Stop playing on my phone line. Pull up in the space coupe with the roof optional. Wonder why they follow suit. I've been groomed from the womb, came out of my mama with some running tennis shoes, faster than the speeding bullet. Nah. Don't play with it, baby. Say so what you gon' do with that? Stop playing.
places. Scared of the whip, it's a ghost racing. I knock them down to their cold cases. Marathon run, I'ma slow pace it. They did not want me to go places. Foil plans like the gold place. And if we pulling up with the whole squad, are you ready to told y'all that you better be running? I'm in my go yard when I walk in, I know y'all telling me nothing. I'm the man. Suck ass, y'all in denial. I get the chip on them and I bust out the south side. Is that Vigo de Gallo? Boy, yo, stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, shining. White diamonds, Miley Cyrus. Private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, stylish. Masterpiece, body, body, done. Hey, I don't know no better. I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy. I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming. I can barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy. I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro. I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. Yeah, more action and no talk. I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. Hey, couple of bands up in my pocket. I don't want pause to get wild nonsense. We got momentum, don't try to stop it. Diamonds are clearer than my conscience. I don't let bygones be bygones. That's when I'm honest. Penthouse building reach heaven's heights. Nah, that's what you call a God complex. Remember the days I was down low when it was out cold, but I went out and got it. Look at my milestones, man, it feel like the Dow Jones when you look at my pocket. Look at the flex, whipping the Teslas. I'm a mess, but it's all a finesse. Boy, yo, stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, shining. White diamonds, Miley Cyrus. Private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, stylish. Masterpiece, body, body, done. Hey.